guys, welcome to my channel, Lighting Your Sunshine, where we like to shine a light within and empower ourselves. So today's reading I think might be just the weirdest combination ever, but they said to do it. So we have, let me get the cover, butterfly oracle cards, which I thought made sense because we're coming into spring, summer, hot weather. But then the next one was Nightmare Before Christmas. So butterflies, a nightmare before Christmas. So I don't have any insights. I'm just so confused. So let's just see what it wants to share, because as I said, I'm very confused. I keep hearing, this is Halloween, this is Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. Oh, October, November, December, January. Oh, it's eclipse season talk. That's when the last eclipse happened, around then. And so it's saying like we're talking about the past kind of, and then where we're going now. Two, and I just need one more. Okay, I'll show you what we got for the butterflies. So we got sobriety, which these match up so good, and I swear there's like all different topics, but I'm just proud of you. We'll just start there. So we'll start again. We got sobriety with healthcare change, and then end of an era. Well, I guess maybe it could have went the other way, but I'm seeing you face something head on, taking charge. And what I thought was kind of interesting, if it had matched up with the healthcare change, but underneath it we have Seven of Presents, which is Pentacles. We have the Nine of Needles, which is Nine of Swords. And the Two of Potions, which is Two of Cups. So, how do these relate? First off, when I look at it, I do see the stripes as a resemblance. I really thought that one should go with that one, but this one kind of works its way into this one. This is past. This is past energy. And we got past, present, future. That's how this layout is going to be, they say. So in the past, since October, it looks like you really dealt with some inner demons. There were so many choices, and I think that's what it is. You really, so on this one, Seven of Pentacles, it's like, which present do you want? They're all orange and black. They've all got different shapes and sizes and things like that. And it was time for you to really focus in on what you wanted for yourself. You can't have them all. You can't be healthy and still have addictions that rob you of your health. They don't balance and they don't match. So it really was this time to take a good look at yourself. And I'm hearing you opened up a couple of the boxes before you got to the one you really wanted. And each one you kind of opened, I'm seeing like Jack in the Box, like, ah, and like having to deal with some real demons. So I don't know what day it is. I just wake up and go. But we just had this April start, right? April Fools. That's kind of what I'm seeing, is like foolish fools, Jack in the Box kind of popping out and scaring you. And so I feel like you had a little bit of one too many things jump out and scare you, and you're like, you know, enough's enough. And it really made you go into sobriety. You're like, I need change. I can't continue living this way. And so when we go into the present moment, we have the healthcare change. It's almost, poor guy. You did. You took a beating. It was tough. And so if you did, let's say you had a toxic pattern, it really took all your might to kind of conquer this. Nine of Needles is you staying up at night and there's nothing you can do. So let things play out how it was. There's no action you can do. It really was just rest, and I'm seeing like a detox phase. And so when I said, poor guy, like his wings ripped, and it's very, very transparent. I'm seeing just things be very, very thin, paper thin, and again, that there are things that have cut or ripped or torn that have left permanent scars. But it's better to be this thin, frail paper see-through with a little bit of rips and scars than to not be there at all, they say. I'm seeing if you're resonating with this and you did go through this huge battle of, and it was a mental, I feel like crying. Oh. Damn it. I'm seeing someone get through to the other side. That those last 6 months has been very, very hard for them. And here you are. And you might not feel like how you used to be. You might feel like a shell of a version that you used to be. But this healthcare change, I'm seeing that it might be beneficial to look into people to help you get your energy back up and things like that. It's time to, whereas in the past, I'm seeing it more as avoidance, or, no, not avoidance, it's overindulgence, and it took a toll. And so now you're not doing those things, and it's leaving you feel very tired or something like that. This light keeps going funny. So I used to work at a traditional Chinese medicine school, and there they used to do things like acupuncture. So that's the first thing that's popping to my mind, just because that's what I know. Whenever I find myself in a situation like this, I call up my friends, and I'm like, hey, and they'll say things because they're so smart. They'll be like, point on this pressure point, or do this, or eat this food, there's so many things that you can do to help take your healthcare to kind of bring back the life. It's not so much life, it's just getting things and the energy flowing again. Because I'm seeing this person still kind of struggle with it a little bit. It's like the other one was such a pattern that you didn't have to think, and your body just kind of went that way. And so now it's a real struggle mentally for you to stop yourself, because I do feel like maybe hedonism, right? Just I do what I want, when I want kind of energy. And so I'm seeing not as much joy these days, laying in bed, feeling not yourself. And that's what the Nine of Needles is he's just like laying in his bed, and there's all these swords looming ahead, but there's nothing you can do about those swords. One more sword would be the Ten of Swords, and Ten of Swords is like absolute completion. It's like being able to not handle that stress anymore. It's like done. But you're not at that burnout, that very end. But what I do find interesting, I said if you added one more sword, it would be completion. We do have end of an era coming up in the future. You'll get through this. You really will. And I'm hearing that you don't need to get to the most extreme case for this end of an era to happen. Be nice and gentle with yourself in this time. And I don't know, look into what you think might help you. But as I said, I found a lot of benefit in acupuncture. And with this 9 of needles, it's a needle. That's what acupuncture is. Maybe even just going and talking to someone. Maybe if you don't like needles, you could do the acupressure. They also, at the place I worked, used to teach massage. And it wasn't just like regular massage. They learned all kinds of different techniques as well. Maybe there's those things you can incorporate into it. But I'm mostly seeing the acupuncture to help boost and pump up things in different areas, just to get rid of this like paper thin. I'm feeling my back is cold and weak. And that's kind of how I see this picture, is like just so paper thin, frail. I feel frail. And that's not forever. That's not forever. Why? Because it's an end of an era. That will end, but there are areas that can help you get there quicker and healthier. And I really want you to look back at what you just accomplished and who you were and who you are now. And when I say that, as someone comes in, I feel them being like, but I really liked who I was back then. I was like the life of the party. I was this. I was like everybody. Now I'm lonely. But let me show you the card underneath the end of an era. Doesn't sound good because it's Nightmare Before Christmas, but I promise you this is a positive card. But we have 2 of Potions. And so by you focusing on your health and maybe getting your energy levels back up, you'll start to feel yourself again. You'll close that door. You'll be like, man, I don't even know why I kept picking those presents. They hurt me so bad. And I feel so good now that if I knew that I could feel this good without all that and be sober and doing it, I don't think I would have ever started. And it's not to be hard on your journey, because do you understand how strong you are? Your willpower? I feel like you didn't have the willpower before, that things controlled you. But you're in control now. Even though you don't feel strong and you feel frail, it's not forever. We have the 2 of Potions coming in. The 2 of Cups, usually in every other deck, is like a partnership coming together, sharing the 2 cups. It's love. You're going to have real love and fulfillment, and not superficial presents and material things and, you know, the fake kind of things that bring you happiness. This one is going to be fulfilling, and you're going to get to share your joy again. So that's the one where it's like, but I was so this and everyone liked me, and now I can't, like, especially if you are trying to stay sober. Let's say you went to like a bar or something, right? I'm hearing cheers. Everyone knows your name and they're all so happy to see you. But at the end of the day, when you go home at night, it's just you and your thoughts, and no one can help you. And especially when your health starts deteriorating, I don't know. It doesn't matter. I was gonna say, are they supportive of your change? But it really doesn't matter. It's not about them. It's about you taking control of your health and empowering yourself. An end of an era. It went on too long, they said. And so from there, we are going to get this fulfilling joy and love back. What time are we at? 14? Okay, we can do some more. I feel like pulling more cards. I want to know after all this, after the 2 of Cups, some things to look forward to. Or I want some advice in the present. I don't want to focus on the past and those things anymore. Let's turn those over. I'm done with that. Turn a new leaf. And so think about it. That all happened. What I'm getting is back in October to now. That was the last eclipse season. We're in this one. What do you want to create going forward for the next 6 months? Now that you're aware that there's these cycles, and you know, the things that you suppress, they're gonna get shaken out. So it's time to take your health into your own hands. Okay. So I was like, what are things that you could do in the present or that you could look to in the future? So we got volunteer, and it was in reverse. So I want to think about this a bit. Because I was like, what could you do? Like, going out and volunteering will help you meet new groups of people and things that align with you. But it was in reverse. And so I don't, especially if you're not feeling your best, I don't want you to go out there and be just a yes man. And, you know, people be like, oh, we need you to do this. Oh, like, I feel like right now it's important for you to focus on the strength of your mind. And then this one said, change your mind. I do think going out and volunteering, and as I said, meeting people in healthy situations would be good, but I'm also seeing where it just depletes you. So if you don't have the energy to do it, take time for yourself. You come first all the time, and you're allowed to cancel plans if energetically and mentally you're just not able to in that moment. And if your friends don't understand that, then they're not real friends. No, they're not. Because they should want to see you heal and grow and become a better version of you and not stay stuck and stalled and stagnant. So let's get into these cards. So what do we got here? We got the Empress in reverse. We got the Queen of Needles. We got the Five of Candles, which would be rods. That's our first fire sign coming out. So there's a little bit of spark finally coming. Life, you will come back to life. And then we got the Five of Presents. Like, look, do you really want to pick from one of those presents? So as I reflect on this, as I said, in the present, in this volunteer, I am seeing this group want you to come back because you were the life of party. You were the one that kind of always, when they needed to be cheered up, when they needed an energetic supply, you were there. They could call you up and you would give your energy freely at the risk of someone else. And I really wanted this to focus in the future, but it's not. It's talking about the present and the past trying to come into the present. So here we have the Empress in reverse with the Queen of Needles. The Queen of Needles is the Queen of Swords. She's all about her words, and she says what she means, and she's very blunt and very truthful. And you're going to need to be that. And you are going to have to hurt some people because, no, I don't even feel like you're going to hurt people. People are going to come to you and be like, hey man, like, we miss you, we love you, you're the best person ever, we need your energy supply. And you're like, hey, you know, I'm not feeling my best. I've been trying to stop whatever this habit is that I've been going through, right? I've chosen sobriety. And once they are not going to get that anymore, the Empress, the love and everything that they had for you goes in reverse. And so now it's like, well, what do you mean? You think you're better than us? Blah, 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 all these things. And that's where it's saying, change your mind. When it comes to groups and who really needs your energy at this moment, it would just be so much easier to not even engage in the fight. Five of, what did they call them? Five of Candles. As you see it, she's strangling him and he's getting joy from it. He's like, ha 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 ha. just mischievousness. And so by you removing yourself, is going to, this is almost what I feel like, you get your choice of presents. This was what you were presenting to everyone in the past. And they liked it. It was like Christmas for them all the time, right? Each one was different and new and unique, and they could, whatever they needed, you were there. You would like hop at it. But once you kind of remove yourself, now they're left with only their energy. And what's the energy that they're bringing to this situation? Well, it's really fucking shitty. It's a pile of garbage is all I'm hearing. It's not the same. And so when you keep saying that you're a shell of the person who you were, this is going to come back, because this was always your energy, where you're like, everyone liked me before, and I had so many friends and all of this. You are still you, and you have the same heart. You don't need substances to be that awesome person that you were. And so I do see that partnership still coming. And you can't get to that until you let go of the past, because I don't know. I don't feel like that's who you're meant to be with, especially with it in reverse. It only likes you when it benefits, right? And then when it doesn't get that supply from you, when you stand in your truth and you let them know how you are changing your mind and you're choosing sobriety, I just see it really pissing off a lot of people. It's going to show people's true colors. And so don't waste too much time staying awake at night about that. Actually, I feel like it's not even, once you see the true colors, when you realize that this is what you are giving, and then what you get back is this, that it's not even worth it. It never was. Even though people were taking your energy and you thought that this was them. This was the energy that you were getting. That was just the whatever thing you were substituting. You were getting paid this the whole time, but whatever layer or mask that was hindering your mind was what made you think it was this grand illusion. And they say we can't get the future of this Two of Cups with the Nightmare Before Christmas, because it's all based on trying to trick and deceive and those things. So it's time to really go into cocoon mode and do the inner healing and let our wings grow. So we got dietary change with your finances. And I can't even get to this Two of Cups. It doesn't want to focus on the future, because there's just so many things that have slipped in the past that makes you feel like, right, energetically, you're not feeling your best. And so dietary change, and I got so many cards here, dietary change and looking into a healthcare change, potentially acupuncture. That's just the first thing that comes to me, but you really know what direction you want to go to. But I do feel like a doctor, going to a doctor and just explaining to them what you're going through and ask them different avenues that they could help you with. Another one that took a hit was the finances. If you're not feeling stable and secure in your finances and your health is not feeling that, it's going to be a slow start. And so the cards that came out after, right, I think that's the main focus right now, is to focus on you, your finances, your health, your security, because all of this is a mental thing. And I think that the substance that was masking it just kind of made the feeling go away. where you didn't have to worry about that. But now that that's gone, you have to deal with the stuff that you have to deal with. And so let's just take it slow, day by day. Be so proud of yourself. I'm proud of you. I think the hardest thing is when other people come back and you've changed, man. And it's like, so? And standing up to them and being that Queen of Swords energy, not letting them manipulate you and all that. As I said, you'll see the true colors. So eventually, once you get all that, the two cards that came out, they're in reverse right now because it's not an energetic match to that. But we are going to get to the end of this era. This chapter, this cycle, it might take 6 months, right? It might be this whole eclipse thing. But don't force it to go faster and day by day. But as I said, I really wanted to give a little bit of hope on this Two of Cups with this end of the era. We have, you are stronger than you know. And then what happened? 2 butterflies. Every single card that came out only had 1 butterfly, but this one says join in. You will feel more prepared mentally, energetically, physically, financially, and you will be back at this energy. So if you're feeling depleted, if you're really stuck in this frail energy, it's just temporary, and you are stronger than you know. So where did that card go? Because I'm seeing this is the now, and it's see-through, and it's torn, and it's ripped, but this is how it's gonna go. You're gonna be fulfilled. The parts that are see-through are going to get a little bit more color and life back to them. You're gonna feel a little bit more like the monarch, right? Royalty. That was in the other reading I just did before this one. You're gonna feel like yourself again. And so when you do, that's when you'll find the partnerships that really make you feel blessed. And then from that one, I grabbed, it's like volunteer. Don't volunteer for those who only want to take if you don't have the time or energy for them. But you will find a group that empowers you and loves you and supports you. And the main thing of all this is you are stronger than you know. So take it easy. Right now, I'm feeling like you don't feel yourself. And that's because you haven't been yourself for a while. You've been a mask. You've been wearing a Halloween mask, and it's time to take it off. No, you already took it off. So now it's just working through the energy and building your energy back up and empowering yourself. Reach out for help to sources that can help empower you again. And use discernment with who to share your energy with. And if you don't have time or energy for them, don't feel like you have to. Because right now, you are the most important and special person. Fill your corner up with those who love you and support you. And if you don't feel like you have that yet, it will come. Right now, it's just a detoxing or releasing phase. But I'm hearing there is someone that you can always call if you just need to talk. Keep going. I know this is tough, but you will shine again and you'll feel more solid and grounded. And congratulations for overcoming what I'm hearing is one of the most hardest obstacles of your life. Do you understand on a soul level, on a karmic completion? This is the end of an era. I'm hearing that this is generational, that you are breaking. And so I don't want this to be your reasoning, but you will get a reward, a karmic reward right? Karma's not always just bad, but by you stopping the cycle of something so negative, you're going to be blessed. And I don't want that to be your focus. I'm only doing this because I want things or whatever. The reason why you're doing this is because you don't feel well and your mind wasn't well and you knew that you deserved more. And that is gold. That's you taking your power back. And I'm so freaking proud of you. So we'll leave it there. Have a good day. And we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.